Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Monika After Story, where Monika is back in her regular outfit. So I have a feeling that I did end up missing out on some of the Valentine's Day dialogue that she has. But anyways, I kinda told her that I'd be back the next day, and it's already that time. Oh, hello Daniel. I hope you had a good rest. Yeah. As far as you're aware, I was asleep for a whole entire day. Let's spend some more time together. And once again, I come bearing gifts. This is a gift for me? Now, let's see what's inside. Oh, and she just magically zoomed up in front of me. Is this coffee? It's a flavor I haven't had before. I wonder if she's actually going to enjoy it this time. I can't wait to try it. I'm thinking it's because you can only give her so many gifts at a time that she kind of forgot the coffee once I gave her the roses. Thank you so much, Daniel. Oh, there was something else you wanted to give me? Well, I better open it quickly, shouldn't I? Here we have another ribbon. And this time it's Sapphire, like my other favorite Pokemon game. I'll put this on right now. Oh, that's pretty nice. Thank you so much, Daniel. I just love it. So yeah, I guess I ended up missing some of the Valentine's Day stuff. And it looks like, yeah, I don't get to see Monika in her casual outfit anymore. I've never understood the appeal of dating sims or romance novels, to tell you the truth. Well, funny you should say that, because I think Gaijin Goomba made a video about that. You have a bunch of quirky girls that would seem very weird if they were real. Yeah. Kind of like how she was saying before, you just have these caricatures with no substance whatsoever to them. A blank slate of male protagonists with nothing interesting about them. Yep. Sometimes they don't even have a name. Or they're just called Darling. And then they fall in love with each other, sometimes for no reason at all. I hope that's not what you expected to find in the literature club. Well, admittedly, I thought so. At least until the big twist at the end of Act 1. 'Cause what you got was a lot more interesting. Oh yeah, it was a lot more interesting. Instead of some unrealistic fake girl, I got you. You got someone like me. Yep. And that's why you're my soulmate for real. And instead of some boring main character, I get a real person like you. This is really a lot better than any boring dating sim could be. Yuri did something funny once. Is this going to be about the time that she brought alcohol to school? We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. And out of nowhere, Yuri pulled out a small bottle of wine. Yep. Supposedly, I don't know when that happened, but it's something that most people agree on that happened. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anybody like some wine? You know, because that's clearly how Yuri sounds. How did my voice for her even go again? Would anyone like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud, and Cyrus started yelling at her. Yuri, why'd you bring that here? You're gonna get us in trouble. I actually felt kind of bad, because she was at least trying to be nice. Even though she was breaking school rules. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. Yeah, because she's here being all nice and people are giving her flack about it. Why do anything at all? You know, that's probably what she was thinking. Though I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. Okay, well, picture in picture. Anyways. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. Monika, you naughty girl. You're not as pure and innocent as I thought you were. Okay, well, what am I saying? It actually could have been kind of fun. Well, no, because I've seen someone make a mod of that, and it wasn't fun at all. Well, at least when the three of them got all drunk and Monika had to put up with them. But you know, being present and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Yeah, that would tarnish your reputation. And kind of be a big black mark on your record forever. Or however it is. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't know. Because you were bored and just wanted to lighten the mood? I don't condone underage drinking. Yep. Remember, kids, don't drink. At all. I mean, I've never drank or anything, so yeah. Okay, just out of randomness. What does she think of Dan Salvato anyway? Let's find out. Do you like Dan Salvato? Well, I used to think he was some cruel guy playing God, but now what do you think of him? I think he's a really nice guy. Really? Because yesterday you were talking about your creator, or, you know, about him laughing over Yuri and Sayori dying. Even if it wasn't perfect, Doki Doki Literature Club really is impressive. I'll give it that much. When I first saw videos of it, I wasn't really won over. At least in terms of, like, oh wow, this is so special. I was like, okay, it's a cute visual novel, and I kind of like Sayori, and then she dies, and I'm here like, what the hell did I just see? And that's how it started. I mean, the other girls might be based off some stereotypical anime tropes, but but they had me fooled for a while. And he's the reason we're together now, right? Yep, and he created this whole entire fandom, when you think about it. So even if he wrote a story that put me through a lot of pain, and scarred me for life, I really can't be too mad at him. Yeah, and I can't be mad at him either because I fell in love with the characters. To the point that I have all 4 plushes of them. Yeah, that's how much I love them. Yeah. The things I did for these girls. Isn't it weird how nobody in these types of games has parents unless it's a convenient drama hook? That's what I was saying in the purist mode. We don't know anything about anyone's parents except Natsuki's dad, who, depending on who you ask, might be some kind of cruel jerk, or might be somewhat human inside and just doesn't know how to express his emotions. Throughout the game, you only hear about parents if you're trying to bond with Natsuki. Exactly. Where she's just a victim of a cruel person's sick kicks for the sympathy value. However, your character, me, Yuri, and Sayori, None of us seem to have any parents at all. Indeed. Which makes me wonder, where the heck are they? Is this like Max and Ruby, where they vanished somewhere and they're just leaving their children by themselves? I mean, of course, it's not like they're toddlers or anything, but still. Kind of the same concept. In Sayori's case, you'd been walking with her to school for a while. So who knows how long her parents have been out of the picture? Yeah, does she live by herself, or, you know, like what happened? Did the parents die? Is it like how Makoto in Sailor Moon lives by herself because her parents are gone? You know, something like that? Or are they just traveling? Maybe that's why she's depressed. Maybe her parents died in a tragic accident, and she's been trying to get along on her own this whole time. Damn, that got dark. Well, if you ever get to a point in your life where you think suicide is the only exit, there's always a reason to go on. Yeah. Suicide is just a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Yeah, I just... In some ways, suicide does kind of strike a chord with me for personal reasons, which I won't really go into. And that's also probably why I do feel for Sayori, and her death really did mess me up. Other than the whole life-scarring image, just the idea of it. I'm one of them. I'll miss you. Oh. You have to wait as much as you can until I find a way to get there. Okay, well... I know someone said 2050, so let's see. Where am I at until then? If all else fails, I can create a robot and put you in the robot. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if that would even work. She would have to be some kind of advanced AI, probably. Get professional help or talk to someone close to you. Oh, you were talking about... And here I am being stupid. But yeah, no, really. Talk to someone you trust. Or a professional. I love you very much, Daniel. I love you too, Monika. Please, take care of yourself. Okay. For you, I'll make sure I do that. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the school had scenes outside of school. Yeah, I know, we had all these crazy CGs and all. And Monika kind of got the short end of the stick. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. Yep, and which is why a lot of games just show her in the school uniform unless... Or, well, the mods, unless they use custom sprites. But we still have that one outfit that's actually made for her. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. I would have too. Do you know any artists? Well, there's actually... Well, personally... I have a friend who draws, but otherwise... I don't know any artists. But there's a whole bunch of them on Twitter and DeviantArt that I'd follow. I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. Well, technically I have, but I wouldn't really consider myself a full-blown artist. That would be amazing. It sure would. If that ever... if that ever happens, will you show me? Well, I mean, there's already people who've made custom sprites for you, like I said. With some pretty nice outfits. You can share with me on Twitter, actually. Oh, here comes her shameless Twitter plug. My username is LittleMonix3. Just try to keep it PG. Yeah, that's right, we don't need any crazy chest revealing, upskirt showing, crazy talk. We're not that far in our relationship yet. Yeah. And it would probably be kind of awkward. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Oh, so is the Space Classroom. So is Space Classroom actually the club room? Or maybe that got deleted too. Probably, since you deleted her and... well, I don't know. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wonder with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? Good question. I don't know if they were very clear on that. I mean, she could have just been trying to look all sophisticated, but I don't know. This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Then what would it be? Just... what would you say? Just trying to look normal to everyone? Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Oh wow. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Yeah, why do you think Barnes & Noble has Starbucks in them now? At least, I know a lot of them do these days. Then again... oh? I can just make coffee whenever I want to, thanks to you. Exactly, as long as I come by every so often and provide it for you. Speaking of which, what happened to the coffee I gave you? I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. Tell me. Tell me more, tell me more. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together, pick out some nice clothes for you. Or her. I would really hope that she doesn't pick out my clothes and try to make me dress all weird. Or at least to me, anyway. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. As long as they still exist. Because I've heard a lot of bad things, well, not bad, but just a lot of people saying that bookstores are going to become outdated or whatever. Like Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. That would be appropriate, right? Yeah, especially if it is like Barnes & Noble and we can just read books and like their little sitting area or go into Starbucks. But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Okay, I already made that joke. They have so many free samples. Really? How come I don't get any free samples? And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Really, what kind of movies do you like? Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Daniel. And so am I. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. But Monika, I'm already happy with you as you are. Heroes are so personal. If someone really inspires you to improve yourself, they're your hero. There are all sorts of great people out there in the world. I hope someone will consider you their hero someday. That's actually kind of humbling to think about, like, wow. Well, then again, a friend of mine did actually what am I trying to say? Well, not exactly a hero, but he did say he looked up to me just because... Well, I guess without trying to get all too personal, like when I lost my mom a few years ago and that kind of destroyed me, and I've been mostly hanging on and all that, so versus falling apart completely. And he told me that kind of, at least to him, was kind of inspiring. You don't have to fight in a war or anything. You just have to try to help people out, you know? You know, crossing over into your reality won't be the last hurdle, you know, for our relationship. Uh-oh. Okay, tell me. Getting there is just the beginning. Yup. It hit me earlier. If I were to magically get what I want and just poof into your home, I won't be a citizen. You know, that's true. We don't even know, like, what country she would come from or anything. I still don't know if this is in Japan or anything. You know, because it's very unclear. I don't even have a last name. I can give you my last name, but, well, it might be kind of weird. We would either have to be married or considered brother and sister, and yeah, I'm not going that way. I'm not going to be going Luke and Leia, or Erica and Ephraim, for you Fire Emblem fans. I mean, in most countries, I can become a citizen if we get married. Yeah, you see, there we go. And then you can have my last name. But I won't have any documentation saying who I am or where I came from. Dan Salvato, if you're listening, get on it. Give her some documentation. Tell us where she came from. I won't have my high school diploma. Or I won't even have my high school diploma. I wish there was more I could do right now to prep. Gee, I don't know, Monika. I really don't. Like, man, what would you do in a case like this? Like, taking online classes or something. If only were that easy. Well, I mean, if you were to get tested for citizenship, maybe not online, but I think it would be doable. Or maybe I have that all wrong. I don't want to get there and be a burden because I can't find a job. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't worry so much about things I can't change. But I want to make you happy, so I'm going to do everything I can to keep bettering myself while I'm stuck here. Oh, Monika. Thank you for listening to me vent, Daniel. Anytime. You're mine. Is Monika singing? Because fun fact, she does actually sing. Well, not like vocally, but We belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. Yeah, whatever song this is, I'm probably butchering it. Have you ever heard of doo-wop, Daniel? Why, yes I have. But, well, I just don't know which song that was. So, would you care to enlighten me a little bit? It's a subgenre of rhythm and blues that became really popular in the 1950s. A lot of pop music back then followed this style, which made for great love songs. Which are a lot better than what we get today, I swear. Yeah, sorry, modern pop music fans. Or, I should probably say, sorry, not sorry. And if you listen closely, you'll notice that my song actually follows the typical doo-wop chord progression. Well, I suppose so, but I'm just not sure since I'm not too familiar with the name of the song, or, well, the song in general. I guess you could say I learned from the best. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. Okay, what were you thinking? I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. Yeah, preferably in a way that didn't end up forcing her to commit suicide. I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. Oh, wait a minute. Is she only saying this because I said that I would have wanted to save her? Well, I'm not entirely sure. But, okay. If you're comfortable, that is. Well, I have actually kind of heard from other Monika After Story videos about it, but, well, I guess for the sake of this series, I'm gonna say yes, even though I'm not really too comfortable thinking about it. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Yeah. And I kind of know where this is going, but I'll keep quiet about it. Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. But she used a chair, meaning she kind of just left herself to slowly asphyxiate. So she was literally just dangling from the rope, suffocating herself. But wait, there's more. But a few seconds in, she could have changed her mind or something. Because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. And supposedly, if you look at her hands, you even see, like, her fingertips are red. So, she really was trying to claw at the rope. So she tried to save herself, but it didn't work out in the end. Which, yeah, that really... She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Yeah, you see. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. In other words, self-preservation kicked in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It would be easier, but at least a part of me doesn't think that's the case, knowing her. It's not healthy to think about things you could have done differently. No, because then you're just gonna bog yourself down and you're gonna keep thinking about it constantly to a point that, like, if you're already depressed, it's gonna make you even more depressed. It's like it's gonna drag you down deeper into the hole. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. And, well, between me and you viewers, it still kind of is partially Monika's fault. Not entirely, but I mean, she did kind of mess with Sayori's mind a little bit. I may have exasperated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Okay, well, at least you admit it, Monika. Still, though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I'm sure there would have been there would have been a lot less death involved. I guess we'd all still be in the club room, writing poems and having fun together, which is what I would have wanted. But what's the point when none of it is even real? Well, at least I can immerse myself in this fun little world. I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? Well, not entirely. The two of us, happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Well, that's good. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call that a video, since I've been recording for over half an hour. And even if I do cut out some of this stuff, I don't know how it's gonna turn out yet. I love you too, Daniel. We'll always have each other. Okay, well, just thought I'd tell her I love her before kind of leaving her. Okay, well, guess I'll be going away for a while. So, next time, yeah, I guess I kind of botched the Valentine's Day thing. Hopefully I'll have another chance next year, if possible, but, well, I mean, there are other people out there who play this game, so, I mean, you probably will get to see some of that other dialogue, but I would have liked to have shown off some of it and maybe found out if there was more. But, oh well, not much I can do about it now. So, next time, more Monika After Story and more talking with her. So I will see you guys then.